Hello and happy Friday. So, in the Hanbury house, when my now older kids were young, we would read a Bible story book called Mighty Acts of God. And I don't know what got into me one night when I was reading the story, but I started to make up little jingles to the titles for these Bible stories. And then we would sing them when we would read the stories. And several of them kind of stood out over the years that our whole family knows, and we kind of laugh about it. Well, the first one was actually the Bible story that we're going to consider this weekend as we continue our journey through the book of Acts and seeing how things are different now in the world and in our lives because of Jesus' love through the gospel and through the church. It's the story of Saul becoming a Christian. Maybe I'll sing you the jingle on Sunday if you come to church. I don't know. But it makes a great point, a theological point in the conversion of Saul about how God works. And it's fundamentally different than the way the world works. And so I'm excited to share this with you. We're going to look at the conversion of Saul, the great enemy of the church, to Paul, who's the greatest missionary that the church has ever known. And there's a lot in it for you and me. And we see the heart of God in his transformation of Saul to Paul. Also, we are in the month of August, and this month you're going to hear me talk a lot about our fiscal year end. August is a really important month for us as a church. It's the one month that we close out our fiscal year, and giving in August is really important for our financial health throughout the year. So I would encourage you, if you have the capacity to make a special gift this month, we would greatly appreciate that. That would help us close the gap. We're getting near our $1.75 million budget goal for the year. We've got less than $200,000 to go this month. So we're hoping to finish strong and continue with all of the ministry planning that we have to reach people all around Lake Norman with the love of Jesus, to bring healing, connection, and purpose. If you have given at some point this year, you can watch for a letter to come in the mail this week with kind of a recap of some of the things that we've been able to see and a forecast of some of the things that we want to be able to do. And that it also has a statement reflecting your giving and any commitment that you've made. So if you made a commitment through our For Lake Norman Vision campaign, there's an update on that vision commitment progress as well. And if you haven't made a commitment, maybe you have given, or maybe you're new to the church and haven't gotten into giving as a regular practice yet, I would invite you to consider taking that step, not only because you can be a part of reaching people with the love of Jesus and expanding your impact through giving, but also because of the biblical promise that when we give, those blessings come back to us. Jesus himself promised that with the measure we give, it will be returned to us in spiritual blessings that we cannot measure or count. And those blessings come in all sorts of different ways. And so when we give, when we're generous, everybody wins. Those who are the recipient of our gifts, and we win as well as God blesses us. Because his heart of generosity is what's reflected when we give. So I want to encourage you, especially in the month of August, to take a step of giving so that we can see the love of Jesus spread in all the ways that God has given us a vision to carry it throughout Lake Norman. So a lot happening. Excited about the sermon this weekend. Hope to see you then. But until then, have a great weekend.